Now, we all want to improve our lives in some way, but what can you do that actually makes you better? What can we do to be the best version of ourselves when it comes to work, when it comes to personal life, and when it comes to being successful? So I'm going to share with you 5 habits that have changed my life for good. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell button so that you never miss any of my future videos. Let's get started with these habits. Take advantage of your mornings. This is something that took me a little while to kind of get into, I'd say, because I don't think I was getting the right type of sleep before, more like the right amount of sleep. But once I sorted that out, I started taking advantage of my mornings. And what that means is that I consciously know that I'm trying to get done as much as I can in my mornings so that by the end of the day, I am a little bit more relaxed and I feel like I've done majority of my tasks on my list. I started doing this so regularly, like having that whole mindset of, right, I want to get done as much as I can. I want to tick off as many of these tasks as I possibly can off my list before I get to, say, like lunchtime. It's become so much of a part of me that I just naturally do it. Now, every single day I wake up and I just naturally have that habit of wanting to get as much as I possibly can done by a certain time of the day. I know when we hit like 2 o'clock, I want to have had majority of my work done so that I can just start even maybe possibly getting work done that maybe I've scheduled for tomorrow. I like to be ahead of things. I really don't like the feeling of having things kind of hanging over my head that I should have done this today, I should have done that. I cannot begin to tell you how much clearer this makes you think and how less stressed you will be knowing that you've actually completed your tasks of the day. So really try and get yourself into that mindset of thinking that you need to get things done earlier in the day as opposed to, oh, I've got the entire day to do this. I used to think like that and it didn't help me at all because before you knew it, it was 4 o'clock and I still had so much to do on my to-do list. So now that I kind of break the day into 2 and by 2 o'clock I want to have got majority of my list done, I feel like I can actually relax a bit better in the evenings, and in turn that actually helps you in the long run anyway. I used to be one of those people who, well, you'd call yourself a night owl. So I used to work really well at night. I used to be up till very late in the evening on my laptop. I remember when I was single, I'd be sitting in my bedroom, laptop open, in bed, working away, feeling like I've got so much done because I just labeled myself as being more productive at night. It's only when I started to get the right amount of sleep that waking up a lot earlier was a possibility. Actually, I can get so much more done in the mornings because I feel more inspired, I feel more creative, and like I said, subconsciously I know I want to try and make sure I get majority of my list done by a certain time. By trying to get more done in the morning, you're actually less mentally cluttered because the day hasn't really begun fully yet. You haven't had all the other stresses of life come at you, and you are much more likely to actually get things done in a clearer way than actually doing it later in the day. You're more likely to be able to focus on the task at hand better than later. Next is sleep. And this is really important to me. And I think anyone who knows me knows that sleep is important to me. I have to have had at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep. Anything more than that, I feel groggy, not really ready to work. Anything less than that, not really ready to work because I just feel so tired. Sleep honestly makes me feel good. It makes me feel more awake and able to focus on my work better. I have a clearer mind. There's nothing taking my attention away, such as tired eyes, just feeling groggy, and I'm generally in a better mood. I think in order to understand why sleep is so important for you is it's important to not have enough sleep, if that makes sense. So if you don't have enough sleep, then you know how you feel. You know that you're generally not as alert as you are if you've had a decent amount of sleep. You're a bit slower, you could possibly be a bit sensitive, moody, irritable, which can generally affect how you get on with others around you, especially when it comes to doing your work. I just feel like if I've had my 8 hours sleep or my 7 hours sleep, I can function properly. My brain is a bit more clearer, a bit healthier. I'm recharged and realigned and just ready to go. This has honestly helped me massively. And to be honest, by having my 7 to 8 hours sleep daily, it helps me to make better use of my mornings, which was my previous point. I don't want to say that having 7 to 8 hours sleep is the thing to do and that's it, no matter what time you go to sleep and what time you wake up. I do genuinely feel that it makes a huge difference going to bed early and getting up early, because because doing this on a regular basis just gets your body clock in a routine and your body gets used to it and you start becoming more efficient. I have had 7 to 8 hours sleep when I've gone to bed very late and I've still got up late because I wanted to get my 7 to 8 hours sleep. And I haven't been as effective when it comes to my work as what I would be if I went to bed early and got up early and still had the same amount of sleep. So I think it does make a difference what your body clock is, like what is your body used to. Get it into a routine. It makes all the difference. The way that I look at it, when you're sleeping, your body is repairing itself. So generally I feel more recharged in the morning and I feel like I can get a lot more done. Just getting my body used to a certain time, I feel like has really helped me to get into more of a routine, be more productive as well and more organized. To-do lists for life goals. Now, to-do lists are not exactly revolutionary. It's something that a lot of people do, but I kind of make my to-do lists a bit more varied. So I have my to-do list, which is my daily kind of to-do list. And I always write down the day and I know what I need to do for the whole day. But I'm very strategic with my to-do lists. Yes, they're probably a bit messy. They're probably not as organized as my husband's, but I do prioritize them with what is most important for me to get done during that day. And that helps me because I know that I'm not just writing a list and following the to-do list. I'm actually thinking about what the priority is here. What do I really need to get done first? If I don't end up managing to get everything done in this day, especially if it's a very large to-do list for today, at least I know I've done the most important ones. At least I know that whatever's left over and may overlap into tomorrow, I know that it isn't something urgent. That's my general day-to-day to-do list. But then I also have to-do lists which are based around my life goals. And this honestly makes it so much easier for you to actually fulfill them because I feel like I know I'm working towards that. So I have my daily to-do lists and then I have my life goal to-do list. And what that means is that there are things that I have set out to achieve in my life when it comes to my work or even personal life, such as my fitness. I know that that to-do list is in a specific order of priority. So I know what is more likely for me to actually get done to begin with. So I know that I'm more likely to reach this goal before I reach this goal. So I set it in that order. There's also something about visually seeing your lists that kind of makes it more achievable and kind of keeps it there. You kind of know. Not that you forget your goals, but there's something about writing it down that makes you feel like it's giving you a bit of a nudge every time you read it. Now, another type of to-do list that I do have that has completely changed my life and my approach to doing things generally when it comes to work is actually creating to-do lists per goal. So I have my overall goal list, which I have on my notes on my phone. And then I also have a to-do list, which is for each one of those bullet points. So if my first goal is to get fit, I know that I have a to-do list purely focused on getting fit. All the different things that I need to make sure that I do in order to reach that bigger goal. It actually makes it so much easier to achieve that goal because you've broken it down into steps. And now it's not just a case of waiting for you to actually achieve that main goal. It's you achieving all these little mini goals to get to that big goal. And honestly, it really does help. Invest in yourself. Now, this can come in different forms, like, for example, setting goals, getting fit, or just learning something new. I feel like putting yourself first really does make a difference with how you approach work in general and how you approach decisions that you're going to make in life. Investing in yourself doesn't just mean taking a trip to the salon and getting your nails done. It's almost like watering a plant. You have to water yourself. You've got to figure out what it is that kind of fulfills you a bit. And this isn't just about going out and buying things either. This is about actually figuring out what it is that makes you feel more wholesome. I know that reading a little bit in the mornings every day or every other day really does give me that time to myself. Not only am I kind of distracting myself from anything else going around and forgetting about work, because when you have your own business, work can be 24/7. By reading, I know that I am distracting myself from anything to do with work. Now, you can read anything you want to read. I personally love self-help books. I love books that are going to help me to think differently, do things better, and just change my overall approach to things. And this in turn actually does help me with business too. I'm investing in myself. Not only am I distracting myself from anything else that's going on in my life, I'm also learning something. And that's why I always opt for self-help books, because I feel like I'm actually learning from someone else who has either been successful in entrepreneurship or it's changing my approach to life in general. It's making me a better person. It's just filling my cup up for the day. Investing in yourself can also be setting boundaries for yourself. yourself. So there are so many different things, like I said, that come into investing in yourself. I like to set boundaries so that I know that my mind is healthy and clear at all times. I don't want people around me who are negative. I don't want people around me who are going to bring me down or who are toxic. For me, it's become increasingly important as I've got older to make sure my circle is healthy, make sure that I feel at my best and the people around me are making me feel my best self. And it genuinely makes a difference. Another way that I've started investing in myself is taking care of my health and my fitness. So I go to the gym 3 times a week. I have a PT, which helps to keep me on track, keep me organized with my fitness. And by taking pictures every week and sending them to him, I get to see over time what my progress has been and what he thinks I should be doing to get better at what I'm doing. And the great thing about having a PT is I've invested that amount of money that I'm paying that PT into myself, because ultimately what he's doing is making me a healthier person, making me fitter, which in turn is going to make me be able to work better as well. I used to think before that I just don't have time for things like going to the gym. Now I have genuinely made it a lifestyle where things can fit around the gym, because the work's still going to get done. It just means I have to work a bit more strategically, a bit more organized, and ultimately that's better for me anyway. So all of these different things are me investing in myself to become a better version of myself. Enjoy your own company. So this is something that I feel I kind of implemented a very long time ago. I genuinely do enjoy my own company. And I feel like if you can enjoy your own company, it makes so many other things less stressful on you. So for example, I don't feel like I always need to be around friends. I don't feel like I always need to be out with people. I'm quite happy being on my own, sitting at home alone or with my husband. I'm quite happy taking that time out and looking after myself. And again, this kind of ties in with investing in yourself too. But I genuinely feel like learning to love your own company can make the world of difference. I don't feel like I have to rely on anyone around me to keep me happy or to keep me entertained. I feel like the more you rely on something like that, or the more you rely on a group of friends to be able to do that for you, the less time you're really going to put into yourself. So at least I know I love my own company. I enjoy my own company. And if I want to go and spend time with friends, I can, but I know that it's not the be all and end all. I know that I don't have to be around people 24/7. That's helped me massively, because enjoying my own company means that I can do things that I enjoy. I can read, I can invest in myself, I can get things done. So there are different things that you can do that will help improve your life overall, but these are my 5 habits that I feel like have genuinely helped to improve my life. And I don't think they're really the obvious things, that's why I really wanted to share this today, because I wanted you guys to know the 5 things that have helped me, and it may be stuff that you haven't actually heard of before. So hopefully these habits have helped you in some way. If you have any ideas yourself about things that could actually help improve anyone's life, let us know in the comments box below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell button so that you never miss any of my future videos. Until the next video, take care, and I'll see you soon.